What's up, everybody? Anthony here, Empire Music, empiremusic.com with new this week. Happy Monday morning, as always. I say the same thing every time I start these videos, really. If I go back, I've said this before, when I go back through Instagram and check up on our videos and how they're performing or not performing sometimes, I start these things the same way every single time. But that's how we do it here. New this week. Now, I've been saying it for 2 weeks. Joe's been saying it for 2 weeks. What is today, the 26th? You got 4 days left on our summer sale. That's it. If you missed it, you missed it. Now, we have some cool things. We have some cool things planned for the rest of the year. We'll kind of leave that under wraps, but watch all the social media spaces and the website for details on that. But September is our anniversary month. It'll be 22 years here at Empire Music. I've been here for 7 or 8 of those. Brent, who does the filming, we were talking the other day. Neither one of us can really figure out how long we've been in this damn shop, but it's been a while now, almost a decade. But Joe's been here the whole time. So 22 years, we'll be celebrating that through September. We have some in-store events planned. We have some really, really cool stuff that will be very different from the summer sale. Long gone will be the days of the store-wide sale there. So if you really are eyeing something up, or if you see something in this video, reach out to us, 412-343-5299. If you're on Instagram, there'll be a link in our bio to get right to our homepage, right to the summer sale page. If you're on our website, you'll see summer sale emblazoned on the front page there all over the place. So take a look at that. Great savings. And again, 4 more days, really everything's store-wide. You got used gear. We want your used gear. Reach out to us. You can email me directly, anthony@empiremusic.com, or again, call the shop, 412-343-5299. Let's jump into some new arrivals. I got some Fender Custom Shop. As always, I got to start with the basses. Some beautiful, 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 I'll say it one more time, beautiful Martin Custom Shops. I am so proud of the work that Joe did with the Martin Custom Shop when he was out there. Last year was really where some of that stuff started, and they are they're beautiful, playing, sounding, looking, the whole nine. We'll get to those in a second. So, basses. Talk a lot about the Empire 58P bass, rightfully so, it's great, but you know, we get calls, I get emails, I get text messages, all that stuff, DMs on Instagram, people wanting more of the true vintage spec, because our Empire 58 is awesome, but it's not true vintage spec. The pickup's not really 58, the neck profile's not really 58, it's roasted stuff. This is giving you the true 58 experience in a relicing package. Aged Sonic Blue, so beautiful. I love that finish with the gold guard on it. It's different. 57 soft V, so you got a thicker neck, more vintage. You don't have as dark of a tint on there. You don't have any of the roasting. And then pickup-wise, you have the 57 hand-wound pickup and a 7 1/4 radius. What that means, I don't know if you can see in there, but you got the raised A pole pieces on that. That does impart some sonic difference on it. It also plays different, not necessarily when you have the guard on, when the guard's off, it plays different. But if you're looking for the true thing, and I own one of these, it's a great bass. It's actually the bass that I, no pun intended, based the Empire 58 off of. Well, I accentuated a weird word there. The Empire 58 was based off of this model here. I just made a few specs to kind of tweak it into something a little bit more modern. This is cool, and a great finish in it. And then in DAPHNE Blue, a 57. So 1 year earlier, you gotta think it looks kind of the same, right? I mean, you have the same pickup in it, the same radius. You got different frets on it, and this is in what they call the Closet Classic package, which I think is amazing. Very similar to kind of the time capsule stuff, but and this has flat wound strings on it too, which is cool. But I think this is the closest thing you would get to a bass from 1958 that was, you know, played a very little bit and just kind of stashed away, hence the name, Closet Classic. Where new old stock really feels like brand new, you know, Fender off the rack, 2024. This feels like what was a brand new Fender off the rack in 1958. The finish is matted down just a little bit. It's just not quite as high gloss as what you get from NOS, but very cool to see that. And I love, we see so much roasting and worn necks, to see that like stark white maple on that is just very, very cool. 70s Tele, oh, such a vibe on this thing. I just love the visual cues that this is. Man, I just remember growing up, I always liked the look of this Telecaster. I own a crappy little Squier one that's very similar to it as a hack guitar player. You know, that's all I needed at the time. I've since upgraded that stuff. Kniffy, wide range in the neck, single coil in the bridge. I think that's a twisted Tele in the bridge, I believe. 60s oval C rosewood board, ash body. This one's light, so it's not like a 70s in that case. Awesome though. Really, I plug this thing in, it just sounds amazing. Only the second one of these, me and Justin were talking about, because we both dig this model. We had a black one that was in maybe 2 years ago. That's the only two 70s style custom shops that I can recall. I can't, honestly, Strats and Teles, just don't see that stuff too often. Now, just a straight custom Tele. This was off the in-stock list. So this was another store, must have bailed on it. We got our hands on it. Gorgeous ash body on this, elite neck heel. Check out the bird's eye maple on the neck. 51 no-caster with no cover on the neck. I think that's just a very, very cool visual element to it. And then same in the bridge. Great sounding guitar. Man, a beautiful neck on it. I got bird's eye kind of on the fretboard on that thing too. And Honeyburst is the finish on that. Now, we're gonna jump into some Martins. Again, so happy, so proud of what we do at Empire Music, the relationship that our owner, Joe Ravita, has. I know Justin's been in, you know, a lot of talks with Martin as far as building out some custom guitars. We're doing very well with them. We're doing a lot of stuff with our neighbors over in Nazareth, PA. The lineage that Martin has, the historical imprint that they have on acoustic guitar making is just, you know, unrivaled, and we're really happy and proud to be a kind of a part of that ongoing, you know, history with the brand. So OM 28 style in, I mean, master grade quilted maple. Come on, people think maple guitars are super, super bright. They're really not. They are bright. There's a glistening top end. There's, I think, a very satisfying top end to them. But they also do have bass. They're not going to be, to my ears, they're not always super present in the mids, a little bit scooped out. But I think that's what's really nice about it. Great in this body shape too. Very articulate sounding guitar. Also powerful when you want it to be. When you get into woods that dense, a lot of headroom in it too. And it's just gorgeous. I think it plays so well with the, God, I can't remember what they call that binding on that. It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. And that's really going to be the theme that we have kind of moving forward here as we talk about these. So OM 41 style, and I've shown all these off before. We just got more recent ones in wild grain, East Indian rosewood. I mean, come on with that top and the abalone inlays, with the diamond inlays on it. Just, man, just so, so beautiful. Rich, complex sounding. You don't see a lot of all rosewood guitars. You pair that up with this smaller body shape and what I'm going to show you in the Dread, and it's just such a unique, rich, it's very complex sounding. We talk about, I say it, I overuse it probably sometimes, but like harmonic content, there's a ton of it flying around with rosewood, specifically when we're talking about it as the only wood that we're pulling tone from in the body of the guitar. So very cool. This I really, really love the sound of these guitars. Now same thing in a D41 style, same aesthetic properties to it and the same richness, but now we're pulling out even more low end in the Dreadnought body shape. So also killer. And then I think, as I've been like diving back into like some bass stuff, building out, thinking about some custom basses, the POMMELE SAPELE has come up as a top wood for some bass stuff that I've been kind of eyeing up outside of Empire Music. Here's a Dreadnought in POMMELE SAPELE all around. Organic, lush, warm. You pair that with 5/16 inch bracing on that, scalloped, just really gorgeous, gorgeous sounding guitar here. Also complex, but in a different way other than rosewood. So also in stock. And then really the granddaddy of them all, as far as looks. exceptional, we were just laughing about the name of it, it's weird, because it's like above 5A koa at that point. Exceptional grade, exceptional figured master grade koa on this all around. So now we're also into some super complex tones, but like mid forward and just singing, a lot of resonance out of it, but in this toasted burst finish. First time I've ever seen that. Absolutely beautiful. I think I've probably said absolutely beautiful for, what, 9 straight guitars here, but it's no lie. We got some really, really nice stuff here at Empire Music. So, 4 days left. Take advantage of our summer sale while you can. If you miss it, sorry. The store-wide sale will be all over. 412-343-5299. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.